What's up, Johnny Mason? A place. Time for the Money Tip Tuesday. I'm here in my office, got my new couches. I'm actually kind of happy about this. These are extremely comfortable. I won't get too excited, but I got my Captain America pillow, very fluffy. But today's topic is a little different. Why? I've been talking to a lot of executives and a lot of different people that are so used to their 401k, they're so used to their IRAs, and the popular, whatever it is that's popular. Well, a couple things to keep in mind. Where do we get our information from? We go to Barnes & Noble, we find a book, it's popular, we read it. We go to church, we take a course, it's popular, we do it. We have a friend or family that we trust, whatever they have, they do. You see, we can't always do what we used to do back in the day. And you have to take a look at what goes on behind the curtain. You see, I always joke with the Wizard of Oz, pay no attention for the man behind the curtain. You see, in our industry, there's certain articles and news articles that if you're in, that's the elite. If you're in GQ and fashion, that's the elite. In our world, it's called Insurance News Net. If you guys want to look up a magazine, this came out in June of this year. That happens to be our CEO. That's Patrick Bet-David. We're the cover story, and we have been, and we're going to be next 2-3 months here. And what's crazy is they've done an entire write-up about the company, about what's going on, and different leaders in the company. Matt Chin is Apollo, Rodolfo Vargas, a lot of Ceci Vargas, a lot of stuff going on with the company. And what's very honoring or very humbling is that our CEO, Patrick, right here at the bottom, is the keynote speaker along with some names. Grant Cardone. Look up Grant Cardone, top sales guy. He'll be speaking there as well. Tom Hegna. Tom Hegna is the most sought-out insurance trainer in the industry. Hegna, Hegna. And I actually looked him up. I'm actually looking at doing lunch or dinner with him in a couple weeks here. I want to learn from a guy like that. I believe he was the vice president of New York Life for quite some time. But these are all major players who are going to be at this convention in September in Chicago. And our firm, PHP, is actually in the magazine several months. And I'm actually planning on going to the conference here. Grant Condole's going to be, a lot of other guys are going to be there. But why am I showing you this? Our CEO is speaking on disrupting an industry. Disrupting an industry. What does that have to do with anything? What does it actually mean? Okay. You see, we're all taught pension, Social Security, 401k. Guys, I don't think you and I are going to see Social Security. If we do, $50 a month isn't going to get us anywhere. Pensions are getting less and less and less and less. Companies are giving less and less pensions away. It's not how it used to be. Our parents have pensions. Do we? Millennials and below. Then we rely on the 401k. Guys, do you even know who's watching your 401k? Do you know what the fees are? Do you know what specific investments are? What's the actual return versus the average? Meaning when you take a negative year into consideration, what's the real number? You can't just look at what it did 1 or 2 years. The point I'm trying to make is this. We can't keep doing the things that we used to do because obviously it's not working. Our industry is changing, and a lot of people right now are looking for different ways of, number one, investing, saving money, getting ahead. Make sure they take advantage of taxes. Taxes are going to be up and down. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I legally can't even say what's going to happen with taxes, but we can all use some common sense. And one product that people typically don't look at is insurance. Why? Because every type of insurance that we know is an expense. Car insurance, health insurance, homeowners. It can actually be used as an investment as well. It's first and foremost has to be sold as a life insurance policy. But guys, the policy has a lot of benefits that people don't want to talk about, they don't want to learn about because they took this course or read this book and that's how it is. That's not how it is. That's what you read from a popular book. I bet you most people have never heard of this. I bet you most people have never heard of this. Why? Because you're not in the industry. But if you're in the industry, you know these articles and you know what's going on. You know the credibility of this stuff. So here's what I'm trying to get to. There's a lot of ways that you can actually re-look at your finances by not just doing what's popular, but do what actually makes sense. And I think you'd be surprised. If you go look up Tom Hegna, Hegna, go look at how he views insurance and things that maybe we're not really trained on in school or people on the courses we take are not really trained on. Go look up Patrick Bet-David on valuetainment. Go type in entrepreneur on YouTube and go see what they have to say. Just go see what's going on because you'll be pleasantly surprised. And by the way, be careful. All these channels are addicting. You'll be officially addicted to these channels because they're that much fun, entertaining, but there's going to be a lot of value. So with that being said, guys, I hope I shared some light on maybe how to do something different and maybe some resources that you haven't seen before. Again, this is Insurance News Net. You can look them up on Google, or you can get the actual magazine down to you. With that being said, guys, have a great rocking week, and we'll see you soon.